I'm not going to get into a lot of technical things. We're not going to use any buckets. We're not going to use any wooden boxes or any elaborate situations. I'm going to show you how I catch coon. And I've trapped coon not only in the Adirondacks, which we really don't have all that many coon here, but I've trapped coon in the Catskills. I've trapped coon in Virginia, California. I've trapped a lot of coon, and I've never made catches like a lot of really good coon trappers have, but I've caught as high as 600 and 700 coon a year. And I'm going to show you simple sets that I use, and they're quite simple. They're quick to make, and nothing elaborate about them, but they work. And with that said, we're going to get out on the line here and show you what I want. No raccoon video would be perfect if we didn't put in a pocket set. So I'm going to show you how a quick, easy way I use for putting in pocket sets. Now, if possible, I like to use a higher bank, on at least this high, so I can put the hole up higher. I don't like to make the hole down low, because if the water goes up, when we get all the rain in the fall, the water goes up, and your hole's going to be under the water, and you're going to miss a coon. So I like to put the holes up high. And cut this bank right down, cut it right down steep, because if you give that coon anything he can keep up on and hug the side of it, he'll take advantage of it. So take it, really crush it down, and slick it up good. And the more you slick it up, the more attraction it has. Don't be afraid to slick that sucker. Now you've got some eye appeal. I like to go right up in here and get my hole. And a little bit higher is better. I like to dig it up there 10 inches or a foot if I can. But don't dig it up high enough where a coon can stay on top of the bank and reach over and hook your bait. You don't want to do that. I set that trap sow. As this water comes up, you can come up 6 inches. I still catch coon. Now these little things come in real handy. You don't want to just, most of these I just dig a hole and I put the lure in it. But in a lot of places I'll use these cans. And these are my fish cans. They're exactly the same thing that I use for a long distance call when I'm bounty trapping, or I say predator trapping. I take all these smelt, minnows, anything I can get, pieces of fish, wedge them down in these soda cans. Then I put them in the freezer. Freeze them up until the time I use them for trapping. Also, a good bait to use in this is bacala, which is salt cod. Cut it up in little strips, put it down in these cans, and salt it. And make sure it's salt cod, or salted bullheads, or anything like that if you want to keep it fresh. But just even fresh fish, take that can, dab it back into the bank like that. Perfectly natural in this day and age. In the old days it wouldn't be. But today, these are quick and fast and easy to put in. Some guys use PCP pipe and all that stuff. I don't see any need of it. Oh, there's nothing cheaper than a goddamn used aluminum can. And they're quick and fast and easy to carry with you. I don't worry about the drags too much because we've got lots of brush in here for a coon to turn on. I always like to set them around with dog out if I possibly can. It's just an old habit that comes from trapping mink. And that's it. You can take and hide that a little bit if you want. And it's still got a lot of eye appeal. You can hide it, or you can leave it wide open and slick it up a little more. Gives it a little bit more eye appeal. Well, you got your coon set. It's quick, fast, easy to make. Pocket sets are great. There's a lot of my country that I trap here that I don't have the banks on. This creek, I got plenty of banks to work with. I can punch pocket sets in anywhere. They're quick and easy, and probably about one of the best sets there is. Just if you're trapping coon, you have that type of territory. But there's a lot of territory you don't have these banks. You don't have the luxury of them. A lot of places that I used to trap down the south, we had, I think it was 17 foot from the right of way from the Macadam roads, and we trapped even though there was posted land there. But at that time all the brooks were very deep water, no banks on them whatsoever. They didn't really have a place where you could make a decent set. You couldn't trap the bridges, they were too deep, and culverts were too deep. So I kind of started perfecting this set. It's what I call a slick up. And the nice part about this, you can make it anyways. You don't need a bank to make it. And it'll absolutely catch every coon on the stream. It'll catch pretty much everything else. It'll catch all your muskrat, beaver, otter, catch everything. It's quick and easy. And there's a secret to making it. So I'll show you how I punch that in. Take a bank like this. What you want is a low bank. You don't want a high bank. Okay? You've got a high bank over there, you can punch in just a regular pocket set. That's fine. I'm talking about a place you don't have any banks to make pocket sets. Take this nice mud bank, and if you've got clay, if you have the luxury of having a lot of clay, it makes it even better. Take that bank right there, slick it all up. Slip it all right out. Give it a lot of eye appeal. Now take your trowel and punch holes all over it. Take a lot of crawdad holes. Looks like an otter was in there digging up crawdads. Get down in there. Nice, it brings back the kid in you. Like you went out and play in the mud when you're a kid. You can really make these look like $1 million. And actually, it's the eye appeal. It's doing more for attracting coon than everything else. So we slick that all up. Really give it some eye appeal. Leave a little dead spot there. It doesn't have to be right there. It can be over here, anywhere along here. And build it up, make a little puddle there. Like that's a little plate. Dig it out. You can push a little bit on up in front of it. That kind of locks your leaves in there. The coon is going to be all over this set. Now, people don't give a coon the respect he is due. People say, well, a coon is dumb or easy to catch. Well, I'm here to tell you, a coon is not dumb. And generally speaking, he's easy to catch. Everybody says, well, you set a box trap out there or a cage or something, catch him in a garbage can. Yeah, that isn't because he's dumb. That's because he has no fear. Don't mistake that for intelligence. And if you doubt it, and you're a fox trapper, and you're trapping farm country, you know how many coon you catch in relationship to foxes, and there's a hell of a lot more coon there than there is foxes. And matter of fact, most of your dugout traps when you're trapping foxes, half the time it's coon, it's not foxes. Anyway, a coon has a very short attention span, extremely short. And if you give him anything he's easy into, he's in there, he's out, you lost his attention, he's gone. But if you can hold his attention, if you can give him a puzzle he can't solve, you can hold his attention forever. And that's what we're going to do here. Now the guys that see me make this set have tried to duplicate it from time to time, and they dig these holes around and stick a piece of fish down one of the holes. The coon comes along in the bank, and he's tracking along the bank here, he's all over the damn thing like that. He hooks out the bait, or even a lure stick, and he's gone, he's on his way. You give him a puzzle he could solve, there's nothing to it. He stands on the bank and he does it and he's gone. And if we can hold his attention, and he can't find what he's after, we can hold his attention here until he finds it. He'll actually get ticked off, he'll growl, he'll lay his ears back, he'll get mad. I know I tried this thing out with the pet coon I've had. So you don't lure the holes, all they are for is eye appeal. Take your finger, run it down in a few places, all over this pattern. This is the secret to the set. And then we use a little good salmon oil, a little trout oil, not that rotted down stuff now. I'm talking about good, fresh smelling salmon oil, or crawdad oil, something that smells fresh, not rotten stuff. And we take and we shoot those holes right full of it. Use about a ½ ounce all over the set. Down the hole together. Now that oil soaks down into that mud, soaks right in there. He's got nothing he can get his hands on. Every time he digs it up, he ain't got nothing. He'll stay there and hold his interest forever. If you put the bait in there, like I say, one-shot deal. You hook out your lure stick, or you put a lure stick in there, you've lost it. You're not going to catch it. And that's the secret of this set. And we'll set a trap. These are the rigs I usually use. If I'm trapping bigger water, I'll add a sash weight in here with a drag tool. Makes them tie up pretty fast. I don't have time for rigging drowning sets for cool and all them waters. I just don't have time for it. If you have that time for it, that's great. I don't believe in setting a lot of traps. And I don't have time with all those. I like to use 1.5 coils here. And set these. Now the secret is you set this trap anywhere. Set it so it's barely level with the surface of the mud. Just like that. Then we take a few leaves, soak in over the top. Give it almost a dry look. These long leaves are laid down flat. Wow, the bad part of these is you only get about 2 weeks. In this country, our coon season opens 25th October. We're up here in the Adirondack Mountains. You'll get about 2, maybe 3 weeks at the very most. You can make these really worth it. They're going to be one of the first traps freeze up. And you come back early in the morning after about 3 weeks. Temperature gets down around 20 degrees. The mud will start heating up. And then it's time to pull these traps and get out of there before they freeze in solid. But for the first couple of weeks, till middle of November, they're going to slaughter coon. I mean, you're just going to wipe them out. Trust me on this. That's the only set you need. If I have one set of all the sets I use other than a good blind set for coon, this is the set. I can put them in fast, I can put them in anywheres. I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. And like I said, the only bad feature of them is if the water comes up over an inch, then you're going to miss some coon. But as long as it stays like that, stays level, you're in business. Now these will catch you a lot of gray foxes, a pile of gray foxes. I've caught coyotes in them, I've caught gray fox, I've caught bobcats, I've caught otter, I've caught beaver, muskrats. There isn't a thing comes down this creek that you won't catch with this set. Trust me on this. Don't try to improve on it, it can't be improved on. Trust me. And we're out of here.